What's up, fam? All clouded, and today's episode we have what I'd like to call a side by side with a collaboration with Mr. Flipstar. So, Mr. Flipstar, welcome to the party. Long time friend of ours. How you doing today, bro?
I'm great. I'm stoked to be here, and yeah, looking forward to that for a while. Let me introduce myself a little bit behind the mask. I Probably you can tell from my accent, I'm German. I live in Asia, and I am 2 weeks, I think, behind All Clouded. So we are having our second tower anniversary in roughly a month. I got sucked into this game on a visa run where I had 18 hours to kill in a bus. And I thought I played it for a couple hours, deinstall it later, never looked back. But here we are 2 years later, pretty much no day where I didn't play the game in any way. Uh, have a YouTube channel going about it, and yeah, pretty much still enjoying the mesmerizing pictures it gives me.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
what
crazy, bro.
else?
It's our
Yeah.
2 year anniversary next month. That's actually really crazy to think about. So our towers are only a couple weeks apart. We're basically at the same point in the mid game. And I mean, like, when it comes to this game, the goalpost is always moving. Start points, mid game, end game, all these sorts of things. But we're in a very similar position in the game. So when we caught up before we started this recording, we thought what would be a really cool thing for all you guys to see is just looking at certain choices that we made, because no doubt if you're coming up to this point or you're in a very similar situation to us at this part of the game, maybe some of the choices that either of us have made might help you in a specific choice that you might have coming up. So probably one of the best places we could start is actually just looking at the visuals on the screen. So if you guys are familiar with my farming technique, I'm running ACP OA, and it looks like you're running OA too, but I can see Space Displacer.
Oh, yes, but this is a mess up from the tournament, to be honest. Usually I run ACP in the assist and OA as the main.
Oh, same as me. Same as me.
Yes. Um, this is going to be an interesting one because I just say, yeah, I'm testing stuff instead of
Yeah.
saying I make a mistake. Um,
So do you have
um,
just Space Displacer in general? Are you on the inner landmine plus train like a lot of people?
uh, no, and I mean, I am not this far yet that I would choose the damage dealer I really want to have. Like I have I would say decent chain lightning, but it's not like where I put like crazy amount of stones into it.
I know what you mean.
And I have still so much econ to do that I don't think I will choose a damage dealer this year even. Where like I want to work on my Death Wave cooldown. I want to work on my Golden Tower. Where I know this will never be a bad choice.
Yeah, I know what
And
you mean.
so, and this is also for me the main fun part of the game is not the tournament. It's more like I want this farming number higher, and so this is where I will probably be focused on for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I'm in a very similar boat. Like, if I'm honest, the only thing I enjoy about tournaments is streaming it with and having other people, hanging out with other people, and that's probably literally the only thing that I enjoy about tournaments. Like, I have to do tournament specific things because it's obviously a currency that all of our towers need, but probably the thing that I want to do the most is climb up tiers. and farm other tiers. And you know, one thing that we have to do is we have to get the stones and the keys to get us to those stations in the game. So it's kind of like a necessity, but you know, ideally,
Yeah.
my favorite thing is probably more what you're saying as well. Is conquering different battle conditions to move up different tiers and make it more viable and stuff like that. So we're pretty much on the same buzz. So probably just for everybody, comparing our stats in that is probably a good starting point for us. So we'll just pull up our stats. So you can see it there, boys. I'm August 10th. And Flipstar's August 23rd. So Uncle Fuds literally was running the same ads. Uncle Fuds, he was running the same ads on us, boys, and it went and got us hooked. So Mr. Flipstar, he did it for, what did you say? You were downloading it to play while you were like on a trip or something?
Yeah. So yeah, I had to do visa one by bus, and this is like a 20-hour trip. And then I got like, hey, you can play it offline, and like, all right, offline is good. I didn't know yet that it completely eats your
Battery.
any kind of power you have in your phone,
Yeah.
or that you can cook eggs later on it.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Cookies.
yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I'm down.
I killed a phone. I literally killed a phone and I melted all the screen, and it was a pretty good phone. Um,
Yeah.
and then mine was, I was actually looking for a game that I could play in 5-minute increments,
hmm
and yeah, it didn't turn out. Anybody that plays the tower knows that it doesn't turn out that way. Sorry, I'm just turning my phone off. The notifications keep going off.
Yeah, I mean, the first impression you have from the game is like the game is so much different. Like just a couple of weeks in, or a month in, or like the game keeps kind of changing. Where like, oh, I will be so happy. The carrot is always moving, and there was the first incremental game I ever played. I played games like Diablo and Path of Exile, World of Warcraft. But this game, it pushed kind of the right buttons where like, oh wow, it's like if I have a bot in Diablo 2 running, and it does all the farming for me, so I don't have to click anymore. So it keeps me kind of in the loop long enough.
Yeah, it's definitely, it takes a certain person to play a game like this, and it takes another certain person to forever play a game like this, like us coming up 2 years. So off
Yeah.
the rip, our lifetime coins. So
Um,
so you're at 33. I'm at 69, and we can probably, there's, for
nice.
people that have been playing the game long enough, there's probably a few little things in the stat screen that you guys will be able to see that can probably point out to a few key indicators. I know we were talking about some of them before we started this video, that we just found quite interesting and stuff like that. But there's also other stuff when we go down, when we look at mods, when we look at masteries, when we look at workshop enhancements, all these sorts of things where the finer details we can look at. But there's also lifestyle stuff. So Mr. Flipstar, if you see any lifestyle stuff, you know, just sing out to me, because there's probably a few things that I can point out as well as we go down the stats. So recent coin per hour, mine's sitting at 100, and yours is at is it 60, 65?
65.78, please.
And has there been any movements with your bots and stuff? Like, I know certain builds, people will spec out of bots, or certain
Oh no.
milestones and stuff like that. People will, like, let's say they'll spec out a gold bot, they'll go into amp bot or flame bot, they'll tackle a few dissonance runs and then respec
Mhm.
back into it. Is that
Um,
something you've been doing recently?
no, my most recent upgrade was that I got the Force Spotlight Beam, and this
Oh, nice.
was
The 20, the
yes,
20, the 22-inch arms. You
the
got the
22-inch arms. So I'm in the 22-inch arms club finally,
you could,
and
boys. You could do a lot of things in life with 22-inch arms, boys.
dude, I mean, now I walk up with my tower in a club, and like I get all the girls suddenly. It's life changing.
You sit there with like doing like a bicep flex, and then you got your tower playing like you're crushing your tower in between your biceps.
No,
Oh, nice. Oh,
it is
our stones look
good
almost the
times.
same too. Well, we're
Yeah.
basically at that 80k mark.
Hmm?
So we've been playing around. We've been playing around the same time. So 80k stones for me, for my journey, is over the course of the lifetime of the game. It's 13 stone packs out of my pocket, and it's 14 stone packs out of my pocket this game owes me, and 13 stone packs from the community that they've generously donated towards me, and that got me to the 80k mark. Everything outside of there is basically 2 years worth of progression. So if you crunch the maths, use those numbers, work it out at 750 stones a stone pack, and then you'll be able to delete off the number. I don't have a calculator now, I can't be bothered working it out now. But
Yeah, I mean, like
that's what made up my 80k stones.
for me, it's very similar. Like to be honest, I don't even want to know. But I bought the milestone packages, and my tower is not free to play at all. There were times when I bought like all the packages, and there were a lot of times where I bought non-packages. And so
So using those numbers, guys, when you look at the age of our account and use those numbers, you get a fair idea of what that is.
yeah,
Because
but
like it's a massive fuel for currency. Now I know a lot of people that sit on high stones will say, oh, but it's labs and it's all of this. It is to a certain degree, but past a certain amount of time, it's not. The sheer volumes of stones will outpower through what a bunch of labs.
yeah,
Now it's all relative. Like obviously an account that's only 5 or 6 months old that's got a high stone count, you can still be ahead with because of just the sheer volume of waves that you achieve and the sheer labs. But at the end of the day, that volume of stones, you won't be able to match it up in the same course of time through tournament rewards only. So eventually it will topple you.
yeah. I have a friend. I actually know him from playing Diablo 3. We played together for years, and when I was like half a year in, I sent him a message like, "Hey, dude, you need to play the tower. I think you will like it." And like, "Oh yeah, I played it for 1.5 years already." Like, why wouldn't you tell me?
Yeah, why don't you give me
Uh,
a heads up?
yeah, and he's very much free to play. Like he doesn't buy like what I'm buying at the moment is the event passes and no more stone pack. But he doesn't even buy those. He bought but all the um I'm
The
blanking
milestones.
the not even those the but the double coins and damn it, now I have to check. Sorry, of course I don't know. Um, here the starter pack, the epic pack, and the disabled app. Like he has those, and it took me kind of 2 years, uh, but then I completely overtook him, and he has way better laps than me. Like he has, like I said, like at least 15 months on lap time on me, but he also played without cells to a degree. So we have the catch-up mechanics kind of work there. But
Oh, true. He was around
but
before cells were invented. He's a real
exactly,
tower boomer.
he is, he's an OG, and he hates everything which like is for catch up because it makes it harder for him to like stay ahead.
Yeah, I know what you
Um,
mean.
but it is an interesting comparison to see how much stones really have done an impact because I think he has, I want to say 40,000 stones. Let's just go with this. And yeah, he's now, I think like he makes 6Q yet now an hour. So I kind of completely outpaced him at some point.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So if we look at keys, you're at 144. Mine's at 262. The thing when I look about with like total keys earned, maybe with people in our position, is it's a little bit harder to predict what placement you get in tournaments. So you can get a
Mm.
lot of RNG based around brackets and stuff like that. So it's probably not too much of a good indicator, but it's just something. Probably what it is an indicator for people that are tuning in is it's probably an indicator for stuff that we've unlocked in the vault, and we can go on to the vault afterwards. But I'm looking at, so this is a key point that me and you were talking about. So our cells earned, and then look at the, if you guys look at the waves completed. So this is probably a bit of a tail sign for you guys when you can look at when IRL stuff changes the way that you play and then what that can mean over the course of months. So I'm at 400, almost 500 million cells, and I'm knocking on the door of 9 million waves. And Mr. Flipstar's at 4.9 million waves and 268 million cells. So what do you think was the reason why there's a dip in that versus mine over the course of 2 years?
Um, I mean, it was the first months I didn't have night runs really. Like I left my phone on, but I haven't had an. I didn't play it on BlueStacks. I didn't leave my computer on for it or anything. So it was there were, let's say, 6 to 4 hours where my power wasn't running.
Yeah,
And I mean this will accumulate over a time frame over just a couple of months. You will make so much more waves,
yeah,
and you're starting to snowball faster.
yeah. I know what you mean. So there's actually a few people that have started their accounts around. Well, there's a whole chunk of us that all started around the same time, but
Yeah,
people that I've come across in my journey that at the same point as where I am for the same amount of time, and I also have quite a bit more waves than them. So one thing that was happening was right around the time when I downloaded the tower is I I couldn't dedicate myself fully in order to doing like Orb Devo strats. It just didn't work with the change of roles that I had at work. So I found ways to make Blender at higher tiers more viable than doing like shorter runs in an Orb Devo. And Orb Devo was quite a trendy thing around the stage. Like I wouldn't say that everybody was doing Orb Devo, but there was a lot of people doing it because we we're all looking at how to maximize our coin income and that. So I went straight to Perma Black Hole a lot faster than what other people would do. And then
I
I
did
went
that
to
too.
a Blender, and then I jumped a couple tiers higher just by getting Perma Black Hole. And I pretty much did that until I could squeeze out as much as I possibly could in tier 11, and then started moving on to more advanced strats like Orb Devo, Orbless, and all these sorts of things before I eventually went Glass Cannon. So that's another thing where IRL can drastically change numbers over the course of time and stuff.
for sure. I mean, I think those sets are the best LD commercial you can show. Um, and how important it is that your tower is just running and you counting down those waves.
Well, the crazy thing
And
is Uncle Fuds reckons that only 1% or less than 1% of players have the game running 24/7, which must mean
mm,
that if we're now running it 24/7 now, I don't know if that numbers moved or whatever, but if we're part of the 1% that are running it 24/7, we must, me and you, Mr. Flipstar, we must be in that 1% of the crazy bunch.
finally, at some in the top 1%, at least.
We might not be the top 1% in tournaments. We might not be
No,
the top 1% of the most handsome fellas out there. But I tell you what, we're in the top 1%
oh,
of crazy people.
speak for yourself with the handsome part. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
Um,
I got the gender reveal now, so everybody can see me.
yeah,
The slick thing is I can't pick my nose anymore, or I can't live stream in pajamas or anything. I have to actually put at least the t-shirt
put
on.
on clothes. Yeah.
I can still go
I
around in
mean,
undies, boys, but I'll at least have to have a t-shirt on because apparently this
I-
stuff stays on the internet. So
dude, but you need to be some kind of comfort you need to keep. Like, at least you can just like, at least I just have the t-shirt. If I just can't pick my nose, man.
just look the other way when I pick my nose. So research completed. Mine's at 2.77. Yours is at 2.38. This is most likely indicative of what we were talking about when it comes to waves completed and cells as well. So that's
Exactly. Like,
probably another reflection.
I mean, I can follow your or I'm following your journey. I would say pretty much since the start, and I could always see like I'm like 2 months. I would say I'm behind you. But okay, this is kind of my future. Uh, when you started to 5x, I was just 4xing everything, and like, oh, I can 5x 2 laps now, and like, okay, I can 5x
I
1 lap now
used to
once a
be
week
able
or
to
so.
do that with a lot of people, but just
No,
over the course of time, that gap where they were just ahead of me, they're so far ahead of me now that for the most part, I feel like when progressing myself, I feel like I'm going into uncharted territory. Or I have to
yeah,
dig so far back into people's videos and their content in order to see what's coming up for me. But at the same time in doing that, we're also
it doesn't make
talking
sense anymore.
it's different versions of the game. There's
Yes,
different tools and stuff. So it just becomes, I think it's when people can
I
put
mean,
their thinking hat on and they're going into uncharted territory, you know, it's a bit of
yeah,
that's where all the towers become unique, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say.
yeah, I think so too. And like, because we are relatively close together still, at least, I mean, I would still say stones are the most meaningful currency you can earn. Um, that I can still see like, okay, he did this, this will work kind of for me like this. But you can buy so much time in form of stone packs in the tower that you kind of warp this so much that my tower will have nothing to do with your tower anymore if one tower buys all the stone packs and another one doesn't.
Yeah,
Um,
I know what you mean.
and so for me, it's uh, and I mean this is also what it like play your tower the way you want and like at the moment we had a lot of people going EHP, which I like you carve your own way, and I think that is what the game got me into in a way. But also don't complain if, if your way sucks.
It's my favorite saying, boys. Play the tower how you want to play. But do not complain if your tower is shit.
Yes, there's a
Now,
lot of
I know it
wisdom.
winds a few people up, but the reality is that's what it is at the end of the day. If you decide on a certain strat, or people advise you that have trodden a certain path and they say, hey man, it's not really gonna work out because I tried that and it just doesn't work, and if you decide to do it anyway, do not complain if your tower's shit. It is what it is, boys. It is what it is. We'll scroll down to milestones, eh? I haven't actually done milestones in a while. Well, not since I got CF7. Oh look, we're at like the same wave when it comes to tier 21.
Oh really?
What I might do is, because I probably actually should have did this, is and I don't know why I didn't think about this, but I will share you my screen so you can see what's going on. I don't know why I didn't do this. And then at least you'll be able to see what's going on. It'll make it easier. I don't know why I didn't do that from the start. Sweet. So we're pretty much all the same. Now it's one of those things where probably like a bunch of us have tailed off a lot when it comes to milestones. Like now that there's dissonance in that, and they feel like a milestone in themselves, it's like we don't want to be doing milestones on milestones too much. But every now and then they're worth a top up.
Yeah, I mean, if we check dissonant ones maybe later.
Oh yeah, we can do that after this.
Where I got super lazy, like I was, oh, this is the greatest update ever, and I was, oh, most of them are just like putting in the time.
Yeah, it's the time.
There's no strategic thought about it. So at some point it starts where like, okay, should I build my workshop like this? Should I do it like this? But then I was already so fed up with them that I don't even want to try them if I don't know I can beat them, because I don't want to do them again.
Yeah, I got to a certain point as well where I'm like, okay, I need to stop doing dissonance until I know for certain that I've had enough of a coin or stone investment into specific stats that will make it worthwhile to try to gain that ground, because I felt like I was just got to a point where I was going around in circles, and then every now and then I'd think of something else or see somebody else's strat, and then I'll be like, okay, I'll try that and try to make up the ground. But now I've just put a hard stop to it, and it's like, unless something significant changes in my build, I'm not even gonna bother.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have some how would you say, some juice to squeeze left. But no, that was wrong. But I hope that
you
makes
can
sense.
you can squeeze out a bit more. Like, I could probably get a bit more, but is it really worth it?
Yeah, I think like tier 15 attack, for example, I haven't done, and I'm pretty sure I can beat that. But I was like, I want to make coins. Like, fuck that. It doesn't bring me the coins I want, and I mean, even if it's like, yeah, it is 4.5 hours or something like this. At the moment I feel like I can't be bothered, and I make one a week or so.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Probably just on that topic, should we jump to our main menu and we'll go and have a look at where our dissonants are at, eh?
Yes. Also let me claim those.
So were you farming tier 17?
Yes. Like the gangster I am.
I'll probably just go from tier 15 up. Because I think you were just talking about tier 15 and then you know that you can probably complete or get much higher. But But like, I'm kind of in that boat where I can't be bothered running those older ones unless I know, like, maybe that extra few percent is just can't even be bothered doing it until I know that I can absolutely smoke them out. Like, once I can
So
smoke them out, then I'll probably give it a nudge.
I have not done any defense. This is, I like disco ones actually more. And I've done everything in just my farming gear till tier 14, and there I had the first fail with I mean, it was a little more than 100 waves missing. We're like, oh no, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, like
And
your tier, I think 11 for your ultimate weapon one. You're like, I'm not gonna do that for the 40 waves.
yes,
It's just
and
like, nah, fuck.
I mean, at some point I'm gonna do it
Some
because,
point, yeah, for sure.
but um, I'm not sure when that point will come around. Because I mean, to be honest, I don't know the math behind it at the moment out on the top of my head. But I hope it's not this much, and so I'm out for this one. And then I have this huge fall off, but this is also like I don't really want to respec after it, and if I gonna do it, I'm gonna like I don't know, probably watch Queenie's guide, like okay, put this in there, and then just like
Yeah,
grind it down.
yeah,
And but then I want to like kick out a couple of tiers because I'm very cheap with my gems. I don't enjoy respecking at all, and I don't enjoy paying this 150 gems. So I need to get a lot of bang for my buck if I do it.
it will probably, for people like us, it'll probably be far more appealing once we have bot presets and we can swap between amp bot, flame bot, and all those sorts of combinations, and then also once
Mm,
we have workshop presets, because it'll be a lot more palatable to make unique builds or move stats around than it is at the moment. Then hard respecking, maybe screwing up your bots and stuff like that just to try to squeeze out a little bit more out of the dissonance in that.
yes.
But I'm on the same page as you. I'm kind of like I'll do it, but I'll do it when I know that I can get a significant difference and not when it's only going to give me a few percent more on a specific stat.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, yeah, I could just repeat you again, but yeah, I'm the same. Like I don't enjoy doing milestones as much, and this is like, whoa, but you don't want to do milestones, but 4 times? Like, yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and probably just for everybody watching, if you're not up to this stage or you're coming up to this point, and then you can see that neither of our towers have dabbled in all that much into the defense dissonance. The main reason for me is just that I don't need that significant investment into extra health and that. Now, it's not saying that there's not going to get to a point in the game where we are like eventually we're going to have to need those stats. It's just at the current portion of the game where we're at, we can probably comfortably ignore them without having too much impact on our tower. Now, if that's a good thing or a bad thing, I mean, it is what it is. It's just
Yeah.
it's just the design of the game. But we've both gone down the damage path.
Yeah, but for me, that was kind of a natural call. In all the games I mentioned before, I was always a damage dealer, so um, I wanted to be a damage tower before, and the more I learned about the game was like, yeah, you can do damage, but this is like in 1.5 years. first you're gonna do like turtle builds and stuff.
Yep. Yep.
Um, and at the moment, I mean, even I think if I recall right from last Spartan's tower update video, he also haven't done any defense this run.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why damage is meta. You know, it's just the most cost-effective way to play the game. If it wasn't the most
Yeah.
cost-effective way to play the game, then it wouldn't be called meta. Another strategy would be.
Yeah.
So, like, you
And
know, because that's all that meta is at the end of the day. It's not so everybody can look like sweat lords and look the same. It is the most efficient way possible, whether you pay for it with your hard-earned money in IRL, or whether you just gain that in time through sheer time that you put in the game. The damage is meta because it's the most efficient way, whether you're paying or whether you're free to play, is the most efficient way to play the game. That's why it's meta. It's the most cost
yes,
effective.
and there was a great guide. I forgot the name, but I say 500 upvotes on Reddit. Like, I sent you the link. Like, but he gave out the like the optimal path how you will develop your tower over pretty much the first ultimate weapon. And there, it doesn't really matter if you buy the stones or not. Like, you have to go through the steps anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you buy with the stones is like you get through the steps faster. But
But
you have to get
you still have to overcome the same hurdles or
yeah, exactly.
design your tower to get it equipped with tools to overcome specific things. So yeah,
Yeah,
there's no way around a bunch of stuff.
yeah. You will have to sync your big three. You will have to have a certain kind of eco. You can't bend the truths for how the tower works in a way. Like, you will need to make certain kind amount of economy to have the labs be going.
Yeah.
But that's also the interesting part about the game, that somebody like Nobody Tests, who went a way different route, like, and he has like, success for the tower is different than what I feel like is success for the tower. And shit, uh, a
Well,
bottle, the wind just broke a bottle of my oh, that's great. Um,
we'll have a look at our tournaments, eh?
yes,
So I haven't entered into today's bracket, but we can just look at the history. History's fine. Alright, so you're kind of, so this is what I mean when like it comes to keys and that, and probably the position in the game where we are, where we can't, it makes it very hard for us to predict what position we're going to get, because you can see that Mr. Flipstar's waves are roughly the same. My waves are roughly the same. And then the RNG of the bracket can absolutely swing, where he goes from 11th to 18th, there's 17th, you know, like, this is why when I kind of look at the key section, it's like, oh, I mean, you can just get crazy RNG on brackets and stuff like that. I don't know if it's something that the devs will look at changing, because I think the design of it brings out, to make a single player game have some form of competition, where you're going PvP, and then through the rest of the time you're just playing PvE. It's probably a hard thing to bring that kind of PvP element to it. So I don't think this sort of system will change. I feel like The only thing that will change is like battle conditions, rewards, tournament tiers, and those sorts of things. Do you have any thoughts on that, Mr. Flipster?
Yeah, I mean, I think the easiest solution is the one which is asked the most for. Is just like introduce a new bracket, and also the yeah, but you just kick down the ball, the hole a little bit, like yeah, and then we make a new bracket
Yeah.
if it happens.
Yeah, just the same with
So
tiers. You know, like
yeah,
it's exactly the same thing with tiers. When we started, tier 16, I think, or maybe tier 14 was the highest tier. You know, now there's tier 24. It is what it is. The
yeah,
game will go forever until the servers turn off. The tiers will keep going
yes,
forever until the servers turn off.
yeah. I don't see a problem with like yeah. Then the problem will come back to us in 1 2 years. I don't know. I think FUTS. I hope FUTS will have better stats on this, but it is the most frustrating part. But I'm also I'm I mean, I'm okay with it. Like, then I make top 10, then I get my 6 keys. This makes up for the couple of times I didn't get any keys.
Yeah.
So as long as I make 2 keys, I'm happy with it. So uh,
I'm the same. I mean, obviously, the more the better is, I think, how anybody
sure.
feels, but I just accept that. It's just the game design. And as long as I feel like my performance is improving, I don't let anything beat me up, because if you guys want to know what beat me up feels like, I think I did about 10 months, maybe, of bouncing in between champs and legends.
Yeah,
That's
I
what it
think,
feels like to get beaten up.
yeah,
Doing almost a
and
year straight of bouncing in between, because every time the first of the month rolled around, everybody maxed out their packs, and then they all just pushed me back down. And then we'd do it again and again and again, and it just went through this endless cycle. Probably just out of curiosity, when did you start staying in Legends, if you scroll back in your history?
uh, I actually um, the 22nd
Yes.
2024. But
So I'm about a couple months after you. I'm the. Wait, sorry. Americans do it backwards, eh?
yeah,
So
it's
so that's
month,
October the
month, day,
22nd.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why are
yeah, they.
Americans so backwards?
I don't know. Freedom unit. Blah blah blah.
So mine's January the 10th. January the 10th, 25. Oh, yours is
All right. I mean,
yours is October the 22nd?
yeah. I mean that was the last time I played. The last time I played Champions League was 18th to 10th 25,
Yep. Yep.
and I made first with 2032 waves. I think this is 20% higher what I've seen. Like I people making 2,400, 500 waves.
Yeah,
So
I'd hate to be in champs now, because everyone has masteries and champs and assist mods and all sorts of shit.
yeah,
It'd just be a hell of a lot harder to play champs now.
yeah, I'm pretty happy where I am my with my power. Like it can always get worse, man. There were times where like, oh shit, please, I don't want to get demoted anymore. Um, and then you have brackets like this, where I mean, look, 21st, 16th, 7th,
Yeah.
which is
Crazy RNG. Yeah.
just the lucky. Yeah, just a lucky bracket. And it feels like those lucky brackets get a little more rare, which is probably the frustrating thing a little bit. I mean, then I got nines here, and like, look how many are between. But I mean, that's the reality of the game. If you don't enjoy it,
Yeah, it's what you signed
it
up
is what
for.
it is. Yeah, yeah,
It's what you
exactly. Like
signed up for.
you, you can bitch around as much as you like, but this is how it goes at the moment. And
Yeah, I mean, like I try my best to just run with that mentality too. Like, I think there's probably a number of things we can all sit here and you know, I don't know, talk about, complain, whatever anybody wants to call it. But at a certain point, you know, some of it you just have to roll with it, man. Like,
yeah,
just roll with it. Just kick back and have faith that Uncle Fudd's cousin Sam and the devs are gonna take care of us. They're gonna take care of
yeah.
us. And you would have got the
I
email
mean,
today and probably the invite to pull you into the Discord, wouldn't have you? Have you
oh,
read that yet?
no, I haven't checked my email
Check your
yet.
emails, and it's got all the information in there, and then it's got the invite to the Discord and that. So we're all in a Discord. It's not just people that post videos and stuff like that. It's also other people that run community pages, websites. So there's a large spread of us guys. You know, there's a bunch of us in there, also at a bunch of different parts of the game. There's people that are probably still considered in the early game, and there's people that are way at end game and that. So there's a lot of different I don't know, I wouldn't say groups of people, what would be the best way to put it, just people in different stages in their journey and that. So a lot of our perspectives will go forward whenever topics and stuff come up from cousin Sam, and you know, rest assured, we'll do our best for you fellas.
Oh man, this is like the invitation to the Illuminati.
It's invitation to the Illuminati, bro. This is like the part with the eye, bro. You know what you have to do, bro? When you suss out your creator code, and because you're the king of shorts, you should make a short and put the Mr. Flipstar in the middle of that scene on Eyes Wide Shut, and he's at that Illuminati party, Tom
Oh
Cruise,
yeah,
and have it
yeah.
as like that's like, and bro, have everyone wearing, you know how they all wear those masks, have everyone wearing a Uncle Fudd's mask, eh? And there's just and there's a Mr. Flipstar getting accepted into the Illuminati. Oh,
Oh,
sweet. We'll take a look at
and
the vault, eh?
the bouncers are little Spartans. Um, wait, all right, the vault. Where's where's my screen, man? Oh. So,
Oh yeah, so you got the auto demon mode, you got the extra card.
God. Um, I mean, it is so cheap. I
It's massive
I see a
power,
lot
eh?
of I see a lot of people like, no, I don't spend anything. I'll go right to the bots. Like, all right, have fun. Like, I mean, you see how I earn in keys. Like, I calculate like 2 keys a tournament. Like, this is gonna take me some freaking time. Where I don't have this, I can already cash in. Um,
You got the auto nuke as well.
yeah, man, got got it all auto. Like,
Oh, you got the other
I'm too
card
stupid.
slot too.
Yes,
Nice. So that's us both at what, 24 24 card slots?
Yes, exactly.
24 card slots.
Like all bought with the gems, and then 2 more from the wall.
And you got the auto restart?
Not yet.
Working on it?
I kind of not.
You're right there.
Yeah, but I want to go for the orb slider.
Oh yeah, orb slider's so good, bro. It's so good.
And I have I'm set up like that. I don't really need the auto restart at the moment.
Yep. Yep, that's cool.
So I will get it at some point, but
you're quite comfortable doing the manual restarts.
Exactly, and yeah. I think this will give me the most value right away, and I mean, I hope at some point I can calculate more than just 2 keys per tournament, and then I want the bots too. Everyone wants the bot.
Yeah.
But I don't think for me it makes sense to like starting to save up for it, because it is I mean 60 110 keys. This
like
is almost my life.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
It's almost my lifetime keys, and we're like, I don't get any value out of keys now. It doesn't make sense for me. While I could have this for 20 keys, and I hope this will also make a dent in my income again.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yep.
Yeah.
And so, with the point where you are in the game, tier 17 and tier 18. Now, I did see somebody ask if it was required that you have the workshop orb adjuster to farm those tiers. It's not required. There's 100 ways to skin a cat, but it makes those tiers a hell of a lot easier with the tank ultimate. Having the orbs, being able to apply percentage base bulb on the tanks, just makes it so much easier to farm those tiers.
Yeah, and get the most out of your mastery too.
Oh yeah, the extra orb mastery.
Exactly, and I mean, this is pretty much my main motivation. Is I have extra orb mastery already, and the lab is done.
Yep.
And I'm not doing bad. I think I attack 70% of the enemies, but I mean, you can always do better, right? So
yeah, 100%. It just helps optimize things further for your build. A little bit more flexibility in tournaments and that, but it's mainly just the optimization.
Yeah, but I mean, how everything's starting to scale now, where like 10% are already like 6Q an hour, and it is not this long ago that 6Q were my lifetime coins, and now I'm thinking about how can I make 6Q an hour more.
Yeah. The old snowball effect, eh?
Yeah, and I mean, I remember the old JP shorts where like, oh, this is so far away. I probably will never make this many coins, and suddenly like, oh, look at me.
Yep, I know what you mean. We'll have a look at bots, since we're talking about bot slider. Oh, what was it? Bot presets. So let's have a look at what configuration you're running. You're same as me. So we're doing like a bit of a split.
And this is also, I'm just like too cheap to respec. There might be an argument to like sync them. I probably don't have enough medals. I would have to do the math if I could bring them both to like 50 and the range and the bonus. But just unlocking bots and working on the labs gave me 10% more.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I've been happy with with the split
Me
that
too.
I've got as well.
And I'm just working on the range. I'm working on the duration at the moment. With cooldown, I stopped the laps because I'm not sure if it's better to have a 2-to-1 sync or just sync in uptime
Yeah.
because I have so much downtime in Golden Bot.
Yeah.
I hope there's a chart floating around that I can look into this, but this is like future me problem.
Yeah.
Hey, but can we make a shortcut? I have to use the bathroom real quick.
Yeah. You're good. Now, unfortunately, boys, I can't pause it. So just while he's off to the bathroom, though, I'll just go through and I'll just explain what my plan is going forward. So I got the gold bot like this. So what I'm going to do is I need more medals. My total amount of medals is not high enough to get probably a good enough result with a 1-to-1 cooldown time, like a 1-to-1 sync. So what I've been doing is I've been working on the Amplify bot labs. What I'm going to do is once I get my medals up, so any medals that I get, I'm putting in either uptime or I'm putting it into bonus. And then when there's enough medals floating around in the bot, I will respec, go gold bot, amp bot, and then work on the labs. And then when the lab matches the same as the gold bot lab, that's when I'll probably end up looking at respecking back and then going to a 1-to-1 sync. But realistically, what we're probably looking at is thousands and thousands of more medals, like many event passes away before we get to this stage. Because when you're running a similar build to ours, as much as having a good econ, I suppose, setup is just as important to be able to kill things fast enough to contribute to your golden combo. So that's like another thing to factor in, because damage equals econ just as much as econ equals econ. So we could probably skip over the actually we'll go to the Guardian and we'll have a look at what setup you're running there.
I mean, that's very...
So you're running summon. I think my summon looks the same. Yeah, summons are maxed out. And how's
the
your
rest? I have just
your fetch looking?
randomly in fetch.
Oh, your fetch is looking good. You got 65
And
seconds sync.
I have no I have no third one because I don't think there are enough
Enough chips available.
yes, to make it worth my while to
I know what you mean.
So just like having like it's like an attack chip in a wheelchair, like it doesn't help. So I rather have a better fetch, and when I have enough I always forget the name of the currency, but if I have enough
bits.
If I have enough bits, then I can think about a third chip. But at the moment, I don't see any alternative to summon or fetch for me.
I'm just using Scout, and I'm gonna probably get Scout to a 1-to-1 sync with my ultimate weapons, and then once I put a little bit more into the bonus and the duration, then I'll respec and then I'll dump it all into fetch, and then start again on the Scout. Because I'm so close to it, and I really just want to see how it performs.
Yeah, I mean, like I am trying ILM and OA at the moment. There's an argument, just experiment with like, hey, maybe this works, maybe this works well, and I'm just too lazy and too cheap to invest the stones. So I'm just like, I go with that. That works, I'm fine.
Yep, 100%. We'll have a look at the workshop, eh? So standard workshop, you're at 43 meters. So are you running the range card?
Yes.
So you got minimum range plus range card.
Yes. I have. Oh.
Are those locked? Do you keep those locked?
Yeah, they should be. Here it is. Um, so usually I devo the bounce shot range.
Yep.
This seemed to be working the most for me, and I kept those also down just to, if I feel to make some experiments, I can just lock them, and then I can play around with it. Without respecking. And I mean, they max so fast, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't in tournaments, it doesn't during farming. So, but usually I have bounce shot range locked and the orbs and the shockwave size.
So your shockwave size is at 1.3. So that's mainly tagging tanks?
This is probably not optimal anymore. Like, I haven't changed it since they made the fleet change.
Yep.
But this is what I gathered, that it's still taking fleets. So I probably I should make it a little smaller.
Because I
And
think
I mean,
it might be, if you're at 43 meters, I think you might be closer to 1.6 or 1.7 would be tagging.
really?
Would be tagging fleets. I don't think 1.3 is high enough at 30 meters to tag. It could be. Oh well. When I'm talking about tagging, I'm talking about like pushing it to the range line.
Yeah.
I'd definitely be tagging the tanks and stuff, like, for sure.
Yes.
If you're running ACP.
Yes, and I mean, the tanks is what kind of stockpiles then on me, and what I dying to is forces. Like, I don't have the fleet problem yet. So
you've got a higher orb speed than mine. Mine's at 13.5.
There you go.
Do you have like substat? Any substat efficiency on your armor?
No.
Neither. Maybe it's a relic or something that I'm missing.
Probably must be.
Must be a relic.
Yeah.
So your depth defy's at 31%.
Yes.
Do you have like the mythic roll?
No, I have. Let me check. Legendary.
Legendary. Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You know, like, the last roll is so expensive, and it's not like.
I know what you mean.
I'm never swimming in reroll shards. I'm always like looking like got more of those reroll shards, and they're gone.
Yep.
Saved up for like a week and didn't get what I want, and let's go again.
Yeah, I know what you mean. What about your level skips? What are your level skips at?
So I am at 553.
550?
Yes, I mean, it's more interesting than the enhancement I would.
Because I invested more into my standard workshop level skip levels when I got auto restart. So before I got auto restart, because I would manual restart run, I'm already on my phone anyway. So I would spend like 1 minute as it's going through the wave skips, and I would purchase those, and then it's done. But then once I got auto restart and it's just starting whenever, that's when I invested a lot more into the standard workshop levels, just because I'm purely relying on free ups, and I'm I'm AFK from the game. So mine's sitting at 620, and I feel like I'm going to squeeze out probably a few more like clicks of 10. Like I might take it to like 640 or 650 just to help out with the auto restart. Like there are what do you call it? There are tables and infographics out there for the optimum ratio, but just for everybody that's watching, like a lot of that stuff is just pure mathematics based. It's not based on not all of it's based on, you know, IRL shit or other unlocks you have in the game.
Oh yeah, that's really an interesting point.
So we'll
Because
check it.
I'm very focused on my enhancements at the moment, and this is also where most of my coins are going, and it is pretty much attack speed, coin bonus, free upgrades, enemy levels.
Alright, I'll jump on. Alright, so you're at 1.82. Free ups at 1.47. And enemy level skips 1.34. So I've got a bit more into recovery package. And that's mainly because I use recovery package in my attack dissonance. And if we go back to our dissonance discussion that we barely ever run it, it's because I almost never respec. So I just purchase what I need at the time, and then I just don't bother respecking. Like getting a few extra Q or a couple extra big Q, it's not that important to me.
Yeah. Also, I mean, 2.0, it's too big Q for the next level. It is not this important. Not this expensive, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's not like you lose like a lot of coins in there.
Yeah, you can get that in a minute of farming.
Yeah.
And how about your orb size?
160? Oh, 185.
So I heard that taking this to around the 2 mark should be the goal. But if I look at another 10 clicks, that's 15Q. So that's about 7 days worth of farming. I don't know whether 7 days worth of farming would be worth the extra percentage based damage. I feel like personally closing the gap where that 15 big Q doesn't hurt so much is probably better for me personally.
I mean, I just never wear, like, I have my priorities, and then I see, okay, this doesn't hurt me at all anymore, and then I kind of, alright, here, have a couple of coins too. Like, I treat some labs like my wet-headed stepchild, where I have my leftovers.
You'll definitely like the orb size a lot more once you get orb slider. You'll feel like it's going to be a lot more impactful. Like, it's super impactful for me. It's just super expensive. So it's like, I've got a lot of labs that I've got to pay for at the moment. The labs are like the tax man for me. So it's like, I've got to pay my tax.
Yes, and they come on time, right?
It's ready.
Like, hey, it is payday, my friend. Like, you want to continue? No.
Yeah.
And then just find one stupid lab nobody cares for, really. But can't continue with the one you want.
So as far as the damage tab, I am looking at taking all of these up to 3, the main damage ones.
Oh wow!
But I won't do that until I've finished a bunch of labs. Once I've finished a bunch of labs,
but we're very close. Like, I mean, you have 2 more text speed clicks. I have a little more in Twitch factor than the rest is interesting. So our investments there are very close together.
Very close together. I actually pulled a bunch of coins out of these to pay for some other enhancements, and I
Uh-huh.
just haven't gotten around to bumping it back up. But I think taking them all to 3 is my goal. That tax man on those labs is killing me, so all of my focus is. So what I've kind of found is like,
So can I
is
jump in there? Um, when you took it down, did you notice a big drop in your performance, or
yeah, I
was it?
did
Yeah.
get a drop in performance, um, but because they're so cheap to buy relative to what I
Mm-hmm.
was farming, it only took about a day or two back. So I only like dips
Mm-hmm.
for about a day or two, and then I got them back.
All right. Yeah, because I am surprised that they, in quotes, this low, that they so much on my level. But I mean, just 2 clicks in the text speed is like 2 days farming almost.
Yeah, that attack speed's no joke, eh?
No,
I think your
sorry,
I think your
didn't mean to interrupt.
your images dropped off.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's back now.
okay.
So we'll look at ultimate weapons, eh?
Oh yeah,
So this is
this
a
is
bit
what we
tab
come
that a
for,
lot
huh?
of people will be interested. We're getting into the juicy stuff. Ultimate weapons, masteries, modules.
That is.
So chain lightning. None of us have smite. You got an extra quant. I'm assuming you've picked up the extra quant through substat efficiency.
Um, yeah, probably.
Probably makes sense, eh?
Yeah, I
Yeah, there it is.
yes. Um, because if I switch, yeah. So sometimes I have a brain fart. Excuse me.
There's
I s You have the chance max, which I assume is like a big.
honestly, I just maxed it just because I wanted to see it gold boxed. I don't even know if I don't even know if it did anything. It didn't feel
Yeah,
like it did anything. And then there's people that have shared like a bunch of things for how much chain lightning maxes versus chances versus all sorts of things. I can't
mm,
really. I understand what they're saying. There's only so much percent for this and that and all that other carry on versus your attack speed and whatever with the ROI
exactly.
and that. I just wanted to see it gold.
Yeah, I I I can get. Um, but this is something which is like it's always on my list, but I have so much on my list that I like come on, come back in 2 months or so. Then
Yeah,
we talk about it.
yeah, I know what you mean. So if you go to, can you pull up your standard chain lightning? I don't know why mine says 900. I'm assuming that's because I've probably picked up the perk in the farm run. But I think my chain lightning, standard chain lightning, sits around 500. Somewhere around there.
I think I'm at 900.
About
I
900.
think I think I don't have 4 digits, but also dissonant ones kind of because they show in there too, so they kind of changed most of it.
Yep.
Um, but I mean, we can like my next click into damage costs 302. How much is for you?
And mine's at 210.
Okay, so I would say, I mean, I could pull the.
Like, I'm looking at doubling the chain lightning damage sometime soon because a lot of things that I need, or a lot of things that can double my damage
Mhm.
through stones, are somewhere around 800 to 1,000 stones. So it's right in the ballpark now. Now that I've picked up a bunch of the low-hanging fruit, it's now in the ballpark now where it's quite samey with the other upgrades. As far as like, if I wanted to double my damage, there's a couple options there that are around that 800 to 1,000 stone mark. So it's kind of like on the list. It's just not priority at the moment for me.
Yeah, I have a question for you. Like, what's your take on Ireland? Because I feel like there's, if you wanna be good, you just go Ireland. Like, there's no way around it. Like, nothing competes with it, right?
I think
So,
with the changes around Antbot Plus and its interaction, unintended but then made permanent interaction with ILM Plus, I think because of it, it's probably, I do believe that the devs have intentions to rework Smart Missiles or rework Poison Swamp Plus. I think it was kind of like on the cards because ILM Plus has always been a beast, and now
yeah,
it's just a much stronger beast. And I think probably because of that, and so everybody doesn't just end up running the same build, which eventually,
yeah,
I mean, I suppose at some stage in the game when you're at a couple 100,000 stones, you all kind of look the same. But
yeah.
I think because of the prominence of ILM Plus, what the devs will do is they'll probably speed up the reworks to Smart Missile and or Poison Swamp Plus. Smart Missiles is probably in more of a desperate need. I know a lot of people say at a certain point of the game, Smart Missiles is absolutely goated, but the problem is probably the sheer cost of it. And just, nobody's going to be dumping that amount of stones into something when there's, plenty of other things you can buy. I think that just like if you're going off numbers alone, I don't think it needs, ILM Plus needs the investment, like, to start working and doing well. I don't think it needs the investment that probably a lot of us look at players with it and think about it, because a lot of the stuff you can pick up over time to make it better.
Yeah.
I just think obviously to have it performing at its peak, it's going to be a significant investment, but there's probably a few shortcuts that a lot of players can take if that's the direction that they want to go. Personally, it was the direction that I wanted to go ever since I was a little girl, like 2 versions of the game ago, because it wasn't super popular. But then once I started farming with Orbital Augment, I'm trying to think of every way possible that I can farm while running Orbital Augment. And I just don't want to sacrifice Orbital Augment just yet. Now there'll probably be a certain stage in the game where it's like, if that's probably the most meta or bang for buck tool to use, then I'll just drop OA and go with it. But it's just always so good. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can keep running it.
I mean, that's the blessing and curse of percentage damage. That, I mean, at some point, I mean, I'm not playing there, but to my understanding of the game, like, you need just percentage damage. You can't feel the damage anymore in rough numbers, because they're getting. Like, I didn't learn the numbers in school we are dealing with. Like, I don't know the names anymore. and the funny, like, but you also will need inner landmines, not for the damage, but for the control they give you.
Yeah, for sure.
And this, because the first time I was interested in a landmines was from Prieston with a little P, when he made his Reddit.
Yeah, I was exactly the same when I first seen somebody share that, and that was ages ago.
Yes,
it captivated me that you could have something that has basically a flat base damage, that flat base damage amps, and then that amp scales forever.
Yes, and there is in the official tower Discord, there's a guide by Audacious, I believe. And this is from 27, I think, version 26 or 27. And he made top 1000 with without investing any stone into Chronofield. And I thought this was so cool, like going this off meta, and he has all the control within a landmine.
Yeah. Yeah, and I
And
think that's like, I was talking to one of my friends because he was talking about skipping Chronofield and that, and I was like, absolutely can be done, but you know, if somebody says, oh, you don't even need to invest into Chronofield, etc., you probably want to find what they invested in instead. So they're probably using Poison Swamp stuns, have the Poison Swamp at the right tower range, or they're using inner landmine stuns. Like either way, at a certain point in the game, you have to use crowd control. Like Black Hole is not enough crowd control in order to be able to fight tank ultimate or fast ultimate in tier 19 plus. So I think that's where like a bunch of people do get confused. So when somebody writes like a comprehensive guide, I think that's where it can answer a bunch of the questions for them and stuff like that.
yeah, I completely agree with. Like, I mean, this is not like, hello, you played for 2 weeks. Let me show you the inner landmine build. Like, no, this is like, okay, you play. You have your first masteries already. With first, I mean, you have like 4
Yep.
damage masteries. Like you need a lot of stuff to make that work
Yeah,
already.
you get a good foundation first before you start working on to
Yeah.
that.
Exactly.
So you're like me, we don't have nothing in Smart Missile.
Fucking.
Smart
No,
Missiles
I'm
is
not
a
Ryan. Yeah, no, nothing. And so far I don't plan on it. I would rather have a death wave build than smart.
Yeah, your Death Wave, your cooldown, what sync does that give you?
So because I play with GCOM, I don't need to sync. I have everything permanent, so I can desync.
Okay.
And the 1 minute 27 comes from the substat, and this was a pretty huge increasement for me when I got it. But I'm with this, I'm married to my GCOM.
Yep. Yep.
Which I don't mind because I love my GCOM. It is, I think GCOM is the most gangster module we have.
I remember I was so happy when I got my G-Comp Ancestral. I was so happy. And your CF, what CF plus are you at?
4.
So you're at 4?
And yes.
So
and
if
it
you,
is
I did put it up
terrible.
in my last video. I did put it up there. This is how I kind of felt. I felt like from 4 to 5, it felt like a nice increase. I feel like 5 to 6 was a noticeable increase, and I would have been happy staying at 6, because when I picked up 7, it did a little bit more, but it kind of felt like it did nothing relative to those other jumps. Now I know people can say this spreadsheet has this and here's all the numbers and all that other carry on. All I'm saying is anecdotally, I felt like 4 to 5 felt great. 5 to 6 felt even better. 6 to 7 felt minuscule compared to those other kind of jumps. Now maybe it's my eyes, maybe it's the way my tower's configured, but that's just how I personally felt. I just went with 7 because a whole bunch of people say take it to 7. So it's just like, I just put my faith in the process and went, okay, we'll go with 7. But I actually, looking back at it now that I got it, I probably would have been comfortable in staying at 6 for where I am.
And Chronofield is kind of looking back, I would rather have the stones I invested for CP plus 4 invested somewhere else, because I feel like you unlock Chronofield, the normal one, and then you commit. Like you have to do the cooldown first, and then you do the duration, and then you can get the speed down. and you know this will be 7,500 stones or something, where you can't, like, if you want to get value out of it, you can't invest somewhere else for this time period.
Yeah, I
And
know what you mean.
the, the value is so much backlog, because the first stones don't do anything. Like it's useless.
Yeah,
And I feel CF Plus is the same thing. And when I unlocked CF Plus, I just wanted to have a flashy new thing, but I was not ready to go the way. To like, okay, this will be the route now. I will just put all my stones till I
yeah.
have
It's
CF.
very build dependent too. Like, CF having Chronofield with
Mm,
everything maxed was mandatory in the build that I was running with Orbless. Like, you could
yes,
do it without it, but you're getting nowhere near the econ, and I didn't click for ages that I needed a max CF, and then
mm,
once I got it, it was so strong that I just swapped straight to glass cannon,
um,
and then I run like very similar to a reverse orb Devo, but minus
mm,
the thousands and thousands of stones that you need to run that. And I just went off and did my own version of a reverse Devo, and
mm,
CF was a major part in it because you're running perma black hole.
yes.
Perma black
Um,
hole versing like BHD sync. It will buff a lot of the what do you call it? It will make like that because it doesn't have any because you don't have any downtime. It'll prevent a
yes.
lot of that chipping versus like if you're running like sync and you're getting heaps of chipping, then like it makes that CF a lot more important to that type of build.
Um, I think it was the first time I bought stone packages, and I didn't buy one. I bought them all five. I need all. Give me all of them. And I put it all into sinking the big three, or like bringing the cooldown down. And I thought I'm so smart, so much smarter than everyone else who's playing the tower. And I brought my black hole down very quickly to 50 seconds cooldown with G comp and the perk. I had it very quickly permanent. But this also locked me out of any kind of devil because nothing was touching my wall anymore. So this was a very, I hope that makes sense, but a kind of meaningful decision for my tower because I couldn't devil anymore without swapping out like a lot of my playstyle. Um, because the permanent black hole kept everything just in the black hole. So not I couldn't hoard this much anymore.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like the only way around it to bring it back into sync would have been to convert over to Multiverse Nexus
Yes, but I
and
didn't
then
have any.
change that and then try to work out what that sync would have been.
Yes, and um, the my pull luck gave me my first multiverse nexus very late. Like I think my G comp was already mythic. I'm like, oh, finally. But now I don't need you anymore. Um,
Yeah, I felt like at one stage I wasn't gonna get Ancestral MVN. I was like, oh no, I'm not even gonna get one. These things don't exist. I was
yeah,
getting a bit worried because I had directed my tower that direction, which is basically like a lot of us were guided by J Plays. RIP J Plays. I wish that shark didn't eat him in Australia.
oh my God. For me, he's still the goat.
He's the goat. J Plays is the
I,
goat.
his guy. I mean, and coming to JPlay's Discord, like it lives on, man.
We will burn an effigy for him in our Illuminati of tower content creators. We'll have a big effigy
We'll
of Jay
take it
plays.
over.
Jay plays in the middle, and we'll all summon his spirits, and we'll find that shark that ate you, Jay plays, and we'll get him back. We promise.
And just to like memorize him, and like when he was in the first wave of creator code, and I think he gave away 10 stone packages because he gave away all the money he made.
Yeah, bro, the goat, absolute goat.
He
bro.
was, he was an absolute gangster, and the tower notion is from him. Like I don't know. I hopefully he's in another community and they know what they got from him.
Yeah, knowing that guy, he'd be in. He'd probably be in some fairy community AJ plays if you ever see this. He'd be in with the fairies.
Yes,
Quite
and
interesting looking at your GT. Yours is at the same. We're at the same place. Well, I mean they're slightly different. There's a couple clicks here and there that's different, but we're both actually at the same golden combo.
Yeah, 7. Yes.
So we both have somewhat the same foundation, but if we look at our poison swamps are a bit different. So mine's at 55-second duration and 135 cooldown, and the reason for that is I'm adding an extra layer of CC to my build. Now there's plenty of people that say probably at this stage of the game where I am, I don't need it. I just felt like I wanted an extra layer of CC.
Yeah.
Because now that fleets aren't so much of a problem than they were, for me now with tournaments, it's actually all the other battle conditions have become a problem, which I find really, really interesting, and an interesting choice from the devs to go that direction. But now I actually have to focus on the battle conditions, because before it was just overcharge, but now that's kind of gone. So I'm in the mode of picking up the stuff to combat other battle conditions.
And I think that's cool. That keeps the game also alive. Like, I mean, all the games we talked about, they like, have a different kind of enemy and deal with it. And, I mean, it would be boring if we all had the same build at the moment, and like that we have kind of I feel like I have the damage to cash in on more CC. Makes your tower more unique. Like Butts promised me. Like he said, there's no tower like mine.
Yeah.
So and Poison Swamp is kind of my problem child. I have done all the labs for CC, but I have not invested any stones. And if I recall right, you need 1,450 stones for your first permanent swarm. And I mean, it's also on my list, but Golden Combo 8 is also on my list. Like, there's so much I wanna have, and the question is, do you think your Poison Swarm did allow you to farm tier 18? Because currently that's I would say the big difference, that I am not able to farm tier 18. So I'm stuck at tier 17. If I could build out my Poison Swamp, I
don't think Poison Swamp will be the answer.
Yeah,
but I think it'll be a very nice tool for tier 19 if you can keep it under control for using the Poison Swamp stuns. It'll be a very nice tool to have. Because that fast ultimate, no joke. They're gonna be throwing. They're gonna be putting
waiting
all
on
the
me.
mobs into a slingshot and just throwing them at us. Like once that
Yeah.
that enemy speed and that mass increases up through those thousands of waves, that's the big hurdle to tackle, is trying to figure out how to break into tier 19 and compete against those battle conditions. And I heard a lot of people have had a success with layering Poison Swamp if you can get the right range and everything sorted out. Because the goal for where we are should be, well, I feel like the goal for where we are should be, how do we get to the next stage so we can farm shards? Because everybody, like there were plenty of tower like YouTube creators that either started before me or after me, or like, well, when I say me, it's like us, because we started at the same time, and my module levels were so far ahead of theirs, but them getting the ability to get to shard farming faster has just, it's night and day difference. They're nowhere near the same now.
Yes.
And like us getting to shard farming should be like, if we have like all these goals for stuff that we want to achieve, in a macro goal, shard farming should be, making steps towards moving to shard farming should be definitely on our priority list now. It's not going to happen today, tomorrow, this year, maybe halfway through next year, but whatever steps we can take to get to that point should be a pretty big priority for us.
I mean, yeah, this is what Ryan, like, I mean, this sometimes he beating a dead horse, where like, hey, shards will make such a difference and they will be so important end game. We're like, yeah, I do Shatter Shards 5 a little later. And yeah, now I regret every day I played the game without Shatter Shards.
Yeah, it's a super, shards is such an important system. Have
Yeah.
you got, can we have a look at your spotlight? Because I notice our black hole's slightly different. I haven't bothered investing in more black hole size. I feel like I do need an extra couple clicks.
There
And I've only got a little bit
can,
more duration just because of the substat.
yeah. Yeah, I don't have duration subset, but when PC came out, I invested. I was at 60 meters already, and I invested the last 5 clicks. Actually 3 times because I had save game issues. But for my playstyle, it was a 30% coin increase,
Yeah,
so it
that's
was
crazy.
absolutely huge. So I never regretted gold boxing the size.
I do want to get there someday. I just don't know when that day is.
And I mean, it's relatively cheap. I don't know the exact price, but let's say it's 1,500 stones or something for you left, which is, I mean, at this stage, it's like, oh, this is okay.
I
This
think
is
if
not
Uncle
this not.
Fuds keeps throwing us Protector's Ultimate, it's making it a lot more appealing.
Yeah,
Just to
yeah.
catch those
I mean,
Protectors. I'm so sick of it, eh?
and I mean, from the econ, I never regretted clicking this, and I think this. I have 2 parts where I think my tower is a little, in quotes, weird, and this is one that where like usually you wouldn't have maxed your black hole shot. But like I said, I never regretted.
So you've got Spotlight plus so that's the unlock, eh?
Yes,
So
that's
that's
only the
Spotlight
unlock.
plus 0.
Yes,
So if you get that
and
400 stones, that's basically doubling its effect for you, eh?
yeah, and that will.
Like that's a nice power boost.
Yes, this will like the next. I'm just saving up for this.
Was that your next purchase?
Probably.
There we go, boys. Bit of a sneak peek.
Yeah, but I just got quantity four, so I have the mastery already,
Nice.
and it's all left. So I think I get a lot of value out. So
It's so good. Spotlight.
yeah,
Spotlight's so good. Even if like people don't go the damage route, like they can get some nice econ off Spotlight.
yes.
We,
Um,
we could
for
probably look at the
we can have a
Masteries.
look.
Oh, what are you going to? The damage per meter?
Uh, mm, uh, where do I see the fast run again? Ah, here. Um, Here. This is before my first spotlight. This is all after my first spotlight. So
Oh, nice.
it it started like 10Q more, which
Yeah.
is
Because around those waves
20%.
where you are, like that, when you're around that 50, that 5,000 wave mark, like with the
Mm,
scaling and relative to the amount of damage we have, we get to a
mm,
stage where nothing dies outside of Spotlight.
yeah,
Or, well, I'll rephrase that. Stuff does die outside of Spotlight, but stuff that's important that you need to kill on the screen won't die
yeah,
outside of Spotlight.
yes. And if I go back, like it was more rare that I went through the 5,000 waves, and it became more and more like the norm.
More consistent.
Yes. So yeah, I mean it sucked saving for it and hated hated it, not spending stones, but to have that monkey from your back, I'm pretty happy about it.
We'll
Um,
jump into Masteries, eh?
yes. Um, yeah, the maid is at my room. I
The maid?
yes.
You got a
I
maid?
live no, I live in a hotel.
I was
Um,
gonna say, you spoiled little. I was like, holy hell, bro's getting
no, but
spoiled.
I have to slap her away. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're alright. Probably one thing that's interesting, boys, is the coin, the coin multiplier difference. Now, a big chunk of that will be probably the difference in our dissonance bonuses, because I think there was quite, a bit of a difference there. But we can, other stuff like Masteries and the coin enhancements were very, very similar, but Masteries and module level, we'll be able to take a look at that and we'll see what the difference is in there, because it's quite a significant difference between the two. It's not quite double, but it's enough of a difference. Now, we are farming different tiers, so that's, obviously the tier has a factor in it, but now that dissonance is out, you can have lower tiers with higher coin multipliers, as you guys already know. But we do need to look at the Masteries, because I'm interested if we've got the same Masteries, which I'm probably guessing that we've got the same Masteries. Maybe one or two difference, but outside the one or two difference, we'll probably be the same Masteries. Like, we had an interesting stream in the midweek one where we were talking about some of the Masteries that, people, they're kind of like nice to haves, but they're super not important. Like crit coin, it'll be lovely to have it if someone was getting it for free. But there's much better things that you could probably invest in. Plasma cannon's another one too. Like, once you factor in battle conditions and everything like that, again, it's just a nice to have. But it's a point that it's just another percentage-based damage tool. And the more percentage-based damage tools that you add into the game, the more that it feels like it becomes a necessary purchase, and that you have to have it just to knock off that certain amount of percentage, because it's almost like having the same effect as, like, let's say, enemy level skip, because it's taking a chunk of their health away, and then they just, like, if you rework this, so let's say this fired at more things, it just becomes a tool that you're kind of just gonna have to get, just to make sure that you're on like a level playing field with other people that are relative to your position in the game. And it also just means that the more percentage based things that they have, then the difference in the scaling that the devs will keep adding in to, I suppose, counteract the percentage based thing. I'm not really too much of a fan of percentage based things, because then it kind of seems like you just have to have it. And yeah, I don't know if that's the right or wrong direction, like as far as devs adding in or doing that sort of thing, because like, you'll get to a point where the more percentage based things that they have, then the less you're gonna funnel stones into your ultimate weapons and those sorts of things, because you've got to pick up all of that stuff.
She just wanted some motorboats. So.
Alright, so Masteries, what are you working with? You run through yours and then I'll run through mine.
Alright.
So we're both at 24 card slots.
Like the 22-inch guys do, yeah. So, you want me to give kind of a... Oh, this was my first one, or just one?
Nah, we'll just skim through them.
Alright. So, damage, attack speed, range is my last one. Cash coins, enemy balance, free upgrades, into sprint, super tower, rates. So I pretty much, I would say
Can you go back one step?
Yes.
Can you go back up a little bit? Oh, you don't have energy net.
No, this is one I'm missing.
And bosses aren't a problem for you?
No, they are.
They're a pain in the arse.
Yeah, it is what kills me in tournament. It is what kills me in my farm ones.
Makes such a difference.
I am always very tempted to get it, but it's 1,000 stones.
Do it, man. For 750 stones to eliminate your biggest problem in farm and tournament, you'll thank yourself. Your future self will thank your present self. Bosses were a problem for me from like tier 14 onwards. I was so sick of them.
Yes, for me the same. And
do it, man. Do it.
Yeah.
You'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. You'll be like, man, why didn't I get this sooner?
The one thing I had in mind was like, okay, if you want masteries, just get them first, because the stupid labs, you have to go through them too. And this is why I got range before I even got the fourth spotlight, that I can do the labs first. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're probably right. I should get energy.
You'll love it, bro. Trust me. All right, now we'll get to the juicy stuff. We'll go to the... Wow, all of that whole window is the juicy stuff, but we'll check out moddies. Let's see what you're working with.
So
tell me a little bit about your setup / configuration.
So let's start with the cannon. Amplifying strike. At some point I want to roll off the attack speed for bounce shot chance or bounce shot targets. I think I am happy with both, and yeah, multi-shot targets would be ancestral too, but I think amplifying strike is for most people the standard. Um, Usually this is an ACP,
Oh yeah.
but because I'm testing stuff, I'm using space to space at the moment. But yeah, let me show you the ACP. And I think it's also very standard. I had a long time where I used ACP with
Space Displacer?
yes. Oh
Yep.
my god.
Yeah, very
Um,
common, pretty
Very
common
common
build.
combo. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why the Landmine Shines is still here. Of course, I would like to have the better rebuild, but yeah, this I think it's very standard role. Um, and for the orbital argument, this is what I'm working at the moment. The Deathify, yeah, would be nicer to be a little higher, but we get there at some point. And I think this is probably the most uncommon that I run Gcomp as the main and BHD as the assist. But this said, in my logic, BHD is the only one I have on 5 stars, so I have the most bonus on there. And this also brought me that I pushed up my generator up to ancestral effect. So I have best of both worlds. So I get the full bonus, the full 10% from BHD, and I get the full 20 seconds per reduction. And it worked out okay. Probably not the most efficient way, but for me, I don't know. I enjoyed it this
Yeah,
way.
I mean, like, I've had times when G-Comps performs better in my assist slot, and
Yes.
a lot of it comes down to there's there's a lot of different plugins, like, that can influence on what something's better. Like, a good example is Reverse Orb Devo. The idea
Mhm.
is to hoard enemies, tag it with Deathwave, and then kill it, and then contribute to your golden combo. And there's a
Mhm.
window there where it outperforms, but then as your sync time slowly keeps adjusting, and your shockwave keeps lowering and lowering because you don't need it so high, then there becomes a tipping point where hoarding and tagging isn't the most economically beneficial way to play, but actually just killing things as fast as possible becomes the most efficient way to play.
Yes.
So there's kind
And
of, when you see different variances in people's builds, that can sometimes influence their decisions and what they're doing.
my Singularity Harness, I had multiple ones because I mean this is what the real big dogs are running, right? But it it just didn't perform as this combo I'm having now. And it it is not this long ago that I used instead of Multiverse Nexus, I used my PC because I it just performed better. But the spotlight angle is I don't know how many rerolls went in there, but it felt like a billion. Um, but it had to compete with a very well rolled PC. So my primordial collapse always outperformed this combo till I got the spotlight angle.
Yeah.
And
Can we go back to that
yeah,
MVN?
yes,
Okay, so you got the. I tried getting the black hole cooldown a lot of times. I never was able to roll it, but I went with Black Hole Duration.
Hmm.
That actually just fell by accident. I accidentally got it, and I was like, "Oh shit, nice," and then just stuck with it. But
Yeah.
it's either that or GT bonus. You know, there's a few things there. There's times when people roll off chronofield speed reduction. There's times when you roll it on. All sorts of things. There's 100 ways to play this game.
Yeah. Um, and I mean, in a perfect tower world, my dimension core would be similarly rolled to my MVN. But because we are not living in a perfect tower world, but in FUT's tower world, it is my damage, well, my tournament dimension core still. And so I have no economic substats on it.
But one day we will. One day we will
Yeah.
get there.
Dude,
Both of us.
if I have one if I have one wish, it would be that we don't have to get two of the same module in Ancestral. I think that's super lazy game development. I think that's stupid. Or make it easier. Make it like, I don't know.
what
This
you
is
mean.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like this.
It's just
but,
one of those things that we all
Yeah. Everyone
at
hates.
the current design of the game. Well, unfortunately, we all gotta suffer through it.
And if you look at the history of most hardcore games, they get more causal. So it is not unthinkable that we get that at some point, because more causal players come in, and they don't want to do that. So the hopes are high for me still, but not like this V29, more like V41.
We'll have a look at your assist efficiencies.
Yes.
I'm super interested in this. So my multiplier on the cannon's at 13 and the substat's at 10.
Yeah, I have not unlocked the sub for cannon.
It's okay. It's a nice to have. I don't think it's anything super important. It's just just a bit of a nice to have. Like eventually, it's gonna become a must have when you're looking to squeeze out as much damage as possible. But it's just a bit of a nice to have.
And for me, it is. I will get it when I can afford the labs more easy. Like the labs for efficiency and subset efficiency they get really quickly, really hard hitting for my economy.
Yeah,
and they don't
expensive.
do this much. So a click into my enhancements do way more than one level of subset efficiency.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where they do 2 cents or nothing until you hit specific breakpoints.
Exactly.
And then, like, when you work out the breakpoints versus your whatever substat you have rolled, and then some of them, they need, like, a rounded up or a rounded down number and all sorts of things. So it's something that, like, you put a little bit of thought into, or you just wail out and just smash through to certain breakpoints.
And this I kind of did with the subset efficiency, because I did that when I got my MVN, and I was like, okay, now I'm farming MVN and PC, and I want this extra death wave, so I want to get 33%, and all my stones went in there. And then I had it, and I realized, yeah, shit, it's still not working. It is like, okay. So I was very sad for a moment, but it is something I mean, as long as you don't buy consume, you will not really regret the stone investment. All stone investments are kind of good.
Yeah, 100%.
So, And I think I'm on level 4 with the labs, and 33% I have water stone.
Yeah, I'm focusing on the generator and the core at the moment. I'm just
Yes,
once I
me too.
complete what I want to do with Poison Swamp, and then probably other one or two things, maybe Masteries. Then I'm gonna focus in on building up for a farming dimension core, because I feel like that's one of the key tools that I'm gonna need to move into tier 19. So
Yeah,
that's gonna take months and months and months. It's not gonna be any time this year that I finish that.
yeah,
So, but
yeah.
over the course of it being, 5 or 6 months before we get to that stage, I feel like I would have progressed enough in tier 18 that it will be the time to move into tier 19. So I'm trying to line a bunch of stuff up. Like, I've done everything in a similar fashion from tier 14 upwards, that I tried to work out stone economy versus a timeline, and then versus breaking into a next tier, and then trying to line everything up mentally, and trying to stay the course. So, eventually we're going to get to the stage where we're going to want to ditch MVN. Some of it's RNG related, and some of it's just sheer cost. Like, to get substat efficiency to the 66% mark for the core is very expensive. It's it's months and months worth of tournament rewards. So
I
timing
correct
that
me.
months and months versus where you are in the game is also definitely a thing to factor in.
Yes, and I I have 4,500 in mind. Is that completely off, or
No, that sounds about right. Because I think to get, well, I just typed it into AI and I said, how much does it cost to go from 1% efficiency to 66% efficiency, and it said like over 6,000 stones. So
then
4,000 stones sounds about right.
yeah, um, yeah, I wouldn't take any bets on it. Maybe it's from Giga. No, from not who you made the video with? Was the crazy guy with 56,000 stones?
Oh, Nova?
Um, yeah, exactly. Um, and when he makes something out, I kind of, ah, I don't. I thought I remembered, like, okay, this was 4,500 stones to max that, but it can also be that it was from 100% to 130. So
Oh,
I probably
are you thinking about Greenie?
no, Giga, and not Giga, Nova.
I can't remember that part. I think he put a little bit into
Oh, was
the.
it Greeny?
Yeah,
Maybe I mix everything
I think
together at the moment. Yeah.
Greenie went from 100% to 130, and it was about,
Mhm.
I want to say 7,000 stones, but I don't think I don't remember looking too hard into it. But yeah, it was definitely expensive.
Yeah. But yeah, for like you said, for me it was like reaching certain milestones. Where like I need this subset efficiency because then I get the extra death wave. Then I get this, and
Yeah, for sure.
at the
It's all
moment,
the breakpoints to make it worthwhile. Like, there's
yes,
no point having, I don't know. Let's just say, like, I'm gonna spit some ballpark figures out there. Like, let's just say there's no point having 19% substat efficiency or something if
mm-hmm,
the main substats you have on your assist mod requires 34% substat efficiency.
yes, exactly,
So you have to just try to work out what that is, and then you also have to work out what the value is for that
yeah,
sheer amount of stone investment. Like, are those stones better off going somewhere else? Now, there's a certain point in the game where you focus heavily into substat efficiency, but where that point in the game is, that's up for you to decide.
Yeah.
relative to, you know, where other things are that you can pick up better low hanging fruit, or the
You know what?
or the other purchases that you have, you will get much better value throwing your stones towards substats.
What to me to assist mods in the was the diversity. That like suddenly you have way more build diversity. Like I want to try this with this.
Oh,
Like how
exactly,
does
bro.
this work?
Like what's
Uh,
better than having 4 mods? Having 8.
yes.
It's
And
like
when
when you go
I
to the titty bar. What's better than looking at 2 tits than looking at a dozen tits? You
yes,
know what I mean?
it's like yeah, like suddenly you're in total recall and
You
you have
wanna,
to check with speed.
do I want to see 2 boobies, or do I want to see a mutant with 3 boobies?
Yeah,
That's
and you
it's
don't even
exactly
know.
that.
Yeah, like oh, do I start in the middle? Do I start? I don't know how to motorboard now. Like it's a complete new motorboard experience.
Do I have to pay
Um,
extra for this motorboat? Oh, you're terrible. You're trouble, Mr. Flipstar. You're trouble.
I am, dude. You talking about egg and I before I met your stream, I was like I was a priest. Like oh no, I can have life like all clouded. Just need to play the
Oh,
tower.
dude, the funniest is when somebody hit me up to cash in on the motorboats. So he donated, and then he said, "Oh, I didn't know that when we donate, we get to see a motorboat." And then I was like, "Ah, yeah, that's what we say. It's a 10-cent motorboat." And he goes, "Yes, I donated. So where's the motorboat?" And then I said to him, "What do you mean?" And he said, "So do you do it on the live stream for us to watch, or do you send it to me in a DM?" And then I was
Well,
like, "What?" And he's like, "The motorboat I donated, and you said that you get to see motorboats. So are you gonna send it directly to me?" And I said, "You know that if you see me getting motorboated, I'm sending you a video of me being motorboated." And he was like, "Yeah, so how do I get the video?" And I was like, "Oh, okay."
I
Okay,
had
now this is
I
awkward.
had
Oh,
I
mate
had my
wants
first
to watch me
AI
getting
career in
motorboated.
this niche. Uh, where
Oh, oh, that's
there are
crazy.
some weird people on the internet.
We'll have a look at labs.
Yes, I do. I do like labs. I want to. This is probably my favorite part about the game. Is the labs. Is the what you gonna. Why do I have? Why is my money not moving anymore? Ah, yeah, because I'm not playing. Okay, good. Um, um, what do you want to see? The history or
I think we could go to the
should I?
history.
Okay. Um, I mean, I think it looks. So.
Oh,
I
actually,
don't
not
see.
history. We'll just go to the standard tab.
Okay.
So first we'll go through those, because we all do favorites, we'll go through the stuff that, we'll just have a little look at the stuff that you've got favorited, and we'll just assume
Hmm?
that that's stuff that you're either working on or stuff that you're planning to work on. And then after we move through the favorites, then we'll go into the rest of them that are down there.
Okay.
So it looks like you've got a bunch of the Sys ones favorited and the Echo Labs.
Yes.
Makes sense.
And I mean, and now, like where they come close to one big queue, this is 1 day worth of farming for me,
Yeah, expensive,
and
eh?
and this is also one click into coin enhancements for me, and I value the coin enhancements more at this point,
Yeah.
because they, um, I had But this is like rough fish numbers from the top of my head. The generator module bonus gave me 14 um, uh, coin bonus, while a click into my enhancement gives me 50.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And while generator also gives me a little bit of ELS and stuff, like I know it's not only the coin bonus, but pretty much it is the coin bonus and the ELS I care about. And it is so little that the enhancement clicks do so much more for me that I can't justify putting this much of my lifetime coins into there at this point. Like I can push it to where it is now, and I'm looking forward when I can continue. But at the moment, I think I'm not at the state where I can really meet in a good conscience afford the labs, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. I know what you're saying.
And otherwise, I mean, yeah, disco labs they great. um,
What else you got lined up there?
and then it is the first time that I consider the enemy labs, and those are the three ladies I've picked out.
Yeah, the kind of the ones that you just slot in when you're in between something, eh?
Hmm.
So I've got a bunch of random stuff. I actually, before this video, I was going through and I was taking some of them off because they're just like a bunch of filler labs, like in between stuff. So what I found is the best for me is to do like a week or two of focusing on labs, and then a week or two of focusing on workshop, and then just bouncing in between, and just trying to get
Okay.
like a quite a balanced approach to it, because
Hmm.
you know there's stages in the game where I only focused on one or the other, but I've kind of gotten into a mode where I'm focusing on both. So when I go into a
Hmm.
mode where I'm focusing in on workshop, I slot in like a bunch of cost-effective labs, and then just
Hmm.
try to quickly get into workshop stuff as fast as, like, you know, in there and out. Like, just get in, maximize what I can put in there, and then quickly get back to the expensive labs to try to gain some of that time back. So my favorites
Hmm.
are just like a bunch of random stuff, really.
I mean, it looks like what don't you have in your favorite?
Like heaps of the stuff I need to take out because I won't end up actually labbing them.
What is your bot cooldown? Have you have it synced
It's
at all, or
It's
it,
at
um
like a, what do you call it? A 1 to 2 sync.
okay,
So it's only got a
100
couple levels
seconds,
in it.
right?
Yeah, I've got it at 100 seconds.
Oh yeah, me too. And um, I'm kind of I like to finish laps where like I just want to have this monkey off my back.
I do get a bit
Um,
like that too.
and but especially with Spotbot, I'm not sure if I could gun myself if I get this last five and then I have the 95 to 50 seconds. So I would rather see someone else do like the yeah, I tested it and no, it sucks, don't do it. And I'm not the guy testing it, right?
Yeah, I know what
Um,
you mean.
so
You're going out on a limb if you're testing something like that, like breaking specific syncs.
yes, and then you
I
can't
know
go
a lot
back.
of
And
people are using things like Project Rend, effective path sheets, I think. Oh, maybe not effective path sheets. Like, there's a few tools out there that I think a lot of people are using to help guide
yeah,
them. I'm
I'm
just
not
too lazy.
using. Yeah, me too. I I really like AI and do a lot of stuff with it. Like I like to develop my own programs also for the tower, and but I kind of also don't trust with the. Uh, so I don't. I do everything by ear. I feel like this is right, and I do this. Like I have no mathematical reasoning behind it usually, which I didn't do with in my head with like the assist labs, for example, where like, okay, I know an enhancement click is such more meaningful than something else.
So all
Yeah,
of
but
this section
other,
should be pretty gold boxed.
yeah, I mean, how far did you take enhancement utility coin discount?
Utility is at level 10, I think. Oh, level 12.
Yeah, ah,
I think mine's at level 12.
yeah,
My ultimate
36, but
weapon's at level 10.
I haven't put anything into there.
I'll probably do another couple levels of... Because that's only... That's
No,
less
no,
than
not
12
Echo.
hours of farming.
No, no, not Echo. The enhancement utility coin discount
Oh, for which one?
for
I suppose utility was probably the
yes,
only one we care about. Mine's
yeah, 20,
at level 36.
oh, almost 20. Um,
So it's about
did you?
10%.
Yeah. And then it became really long, and like
I
also
think
where
it's
I
the
feel like
length of time which discourages me. Because
me
I've
too.
got
And
other labs that are extremely lengthy as well that I
I
need to
feel
knock off.
I feel like lap discount is way more important. Because it is not you don't get the cash back, the coins back.
Yeah, I maxed that one out ages ago. Like
Oh,
a very, very long time ago. I think when I started doing Masteries, I just permitted it.
really?
Yeah,
Oh wow!
like I don't know, over a year ago, I think.
Oh, that is. I'm somewhere in the 60s, and I just like slot it in if I have to save for something else. Um, and
Like I think it was very close to when I first started Masteries. Like even coming up to that point, I
mhm,
put a bunch of levels into it, and then as
mhm.
soon as I started Masteries, I almost permit it. Like I'd only sub it out every now and then, but outside of that, I just left it in there.
Yeah, I think it's a very important lap with because there will always be more laps, and they will not get cheaper.
Yeah,
So you
for
will
sure.
always cash in on that.
For sure. And a lot of it's like relative, like a lot of the, it is relative to the speed at which you're advancing in the game. Like when it
Mhm,
comes to like labs and cells and stuff like that. Like a lot of people will neglect things like lab coin discount, lab speed, any of these sorts of discount labs or speed up labs.
yeah.
Mainly because they're just accelerating through whaling out. So
Mhm,
they'll go up the tiers faster, which will net them faster cells, and
yes.
then they'll also have a much stronger GT Plus and Econ Masteries and module levels, and all of that just gets accelerated so fast that the discounts in that or like
You
lab
don't need
speed
them
is
that much.
they don't need them that much because
Yeah.
time is skewed. Like
Yes.
say if you earn, let's say if you're around that champs early legends window, you'll earn like let's say 500 stones a week. That's 2,000 a month. So they will get at least that, if not more, and then on top of that, close to 4,000 stones or
Mhm,
4,000 stones, I think. So it's like for every month's worth of progress, there's an X amount of weeks on top of that that's accelerated. So the movement in that account. So that's where like the different value in some of it comes for different people, because the biggest problem that whales have is whales that whale through the early game and mid game is that they
there's
just
shitty laps.
they can't get the labs in fast enough. There's too
Yeah.
much things relative to the position of the game that chokes up their their lab slots, and they have to play like a really complicated game of prioritizing which goes first.
Yeah. I mean, I would say you still have like you have your basic labs, like you have your perks, like regardless if you start the game with 200 stones, 200,000 stones, you have to get those done because there's game speed involved. Like the standard perk lab gives you 6.3. So you want this for sure if you plan for like playing for years, right? Because at some point this will accumulate enough waves. You want to have your GT Duray, like you want to have all the standard stuff. And I remember my first year just doing those standard labs, like pretty boring, where like, but I want to do damage, but this is not done. So you have to, there's a certain kind of order you have to go through.
Yeah, there's a bit of a foundation that it's good to build.
Exactly. And like charts, for example, a reroll chart, mission charts and so on. Like you have to get this done. Like you will, there's no way around it.
Yep. We'll have a look at the attack tab, eh?
Yes.
Much the same. All gold box.
Yeah. What's your damage?
I think my damage per meter is pretty much the same.
Yeah, I think it was also in the 80s. And I mean, I will just like gold boxes, like keep it in. Defense is interesting. Oh my god, you EHP player, you.
I think health is something I'm gonna go back into. I just don't know when, and I don't know if I want to tie up a lab slot to do it. It's just I do want to do it. I don't think I'll do any more wall because package is. I'm going for package opposed to wall.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to. Currently, where I am, I don't want to throw stones into the EHP Masteries. So I'm going to go with package, and that seems to be doing fine for now. But eventually, I might end up switching up that style.
I mean, EHP was always a thing where I felt like maybe I go back there.
So
but it never.
Yeah,
I never
it's
had
just.
space.
It's. Yeah, it's in an interesting place for towers like ours. Like these two labs here, I'm gonna max the recovery package ones. I'll max those. Ultimate weapons.
How
I got this one here, this chronofield reduction. Wow. I got it at 24 because I thought that was speed reduction.
Oh shit.
And I wondered at which point in the game do I get to see that speed increase? And it was all the way up to 24% when I realized that it didn't. And then I was like, I clicked into it to go, how is FUD's math working that I can't figure out why I'm not getting any speed? And then it was like increased damage reduction, and I was like, oh no. It was because that's a really long lab. Like,
that's a really long lab, yeah.
Like when you can only do it at 3 times speed.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like 300,000 years. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I mean, I was a little girl when you started it. Now I'm...
Yeah, it's just like, I was just like, oh fuck. Shock chance.
Hey, look at my...
Like,
of course.
I'll max out shock chance when I feel like scatters are a problem. But even though I'm farming Scatter's ultimate, they're not quite a problem yet.
My reasoning was, if I do the lab, I can maybe save on the stones and I can make kind of up for it. I have no idea, because you have like this really slow gains, and you like I don't know from which lab this comes. Like I made damage. I had damage slotted at the moment, attack speed, critical chance. So maybe it was a mix of all of them, but now it's just like one more gold box. I know most people say it's not worth it. So
Yeah. I've got a bit into missile amp because for a little window there I ran Spotlight Missile Orbless.
mhm. But you don't like. Don't you want to finish the freaking missile barrage quantity just like to be done with it?
Oh look, it's only 6. I actually didn't even know this existed. Like I've
I mean,
obviously done it at some stage.
it's still a shitty lap. Like I would just, okay, I take this fucking gem amplifier. Then.
Yeah. Chain Thunder's probably something I'll go back into at some stage. I just don't know when that some stage is. It's like way down low on the priority list.
Yeah, I put in one lap just to enable it, and I don't know. Like you say, like I have no idea when when this moment comes.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm the same. My Swamp Labs, I think I'm done for now on Swamp Labs. I won't pick them back up until I go Swamp, Poison Swamp Plus if there's some sort of rework. But if there's not some sort of rework to Poison Swamp or to Smart Missiles, then the direction I'll be going would be heading towards in the landmine.
this would trigger my, how do you say in English, OCD, to my where like fuck, I'm so close to finish it. I'm just finishing it for the sake of finishing it.
Yeah, I've gotten a bit like that with some of my labs.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like I just want to finish it, just because.
Well, but
What's your scatter amp at? Level 9? Yeah, so we're very much the same.
yeah, 8. And I mean, this was a lap like if I saw I died to scatters, I just put like 1 or 2 more laps in,
Yeah.
and then I didn't die to scatters anymore, and I was happy.
Yeah,
And
I've
I
done
think
ones with mainly around when there's bugs. Like when we always get scatter bugs.
Yeah.
Like every now and then a new scatter bug comes out. Every time there's a scatter bug, I put like 1 or 2 levels in and then just leave it.
I think I at the moment it doesn't have any priority, but I wouldn't pay to put like a couple more levels. I mean, Masteries, I have everything maxed except free upgrade.
I've got 7 locks on my one. On
You
the
a
free
gangster,
ops.
man.
I'm
What?
saving 1 for... What was I locking? I'm saving 1 to lock package. But, but it's not enough in tier 18 to do Death Defy farming. Because I've already tried. And I just... even in tier 18, the overcharge hits... it's not the damage isn't high enough to do Death Defy farming for me. Not for the current wave count. So I've just kind of keep it in res. So I pretty much have 1 free lock for when I can find the window to go over to Death Defy farming.
I mean, at some point I was like, I just want to see Gold Box 2, and I put in the time to see Gold Box. But otherwise, I think I do have Energy Net Mastery on me, and we pretty much have the same, right?
So my auto picks are up at 15. I want to have my auto picks higher than that. I want to take it like another 2 or 3. And the main reason why I do that is I'll put EHP or other related perks up in the list to try to delay
Hmm.
how long it takes for damage perks to get picked.
Ah, okay. Um,
So I've been doing that for
eh,
quite a long time.
so it's
Like pretty much
kind of
as soon
get
as I went glass cannon, I picked up a bunch of auto picks and then put EHP because there's like 5 perks per one. So every time it rolls over and the next perk comes, hopefully it
yeah,
picks up it'll either pick up an econ one or an EHP one, and then it just
yes.
delays it like that many more times before a damage perk comes in. And then that's just a small way that I found to optimize like slowing down the damage output.
So it's like a ghetto damage slider anyway.
Yeah, like the only other way to do it is to like go into sliding your damage or doing the ghetto damage slider and that sort of thing. But I found that this
Mhm.
really helps because by the time it runs out, I need that damage anyway.
Yeah. Um, I mean, I know I need more when I go up the tiers because I have to get sure that I get the trade-off perks. Um, but yeah, for now it's fine. And I mean, when I need more, I'm pretty sure I will just gem wash through laps. And but what I've heard is that wave required level 24 is what the people need.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
like I max out all my perks at about wave 2800. I could get them to max out faster than that, but that's pretty fine for me as long as they're max before
how
maximum spawn hits.
Okay, then we have to compare Bentock after that, please, because I max out 3,200-ish, something like that.
And bots, some of mine are up in the favorites,
Yes.
but we're looking very
Uh,
samey. It's
yeah, I
probably
mean,
more relevant for us once we get bot presets.
yeah, exactly. Like, if I have space, I will start the Amplify bot labs.
Yeah, I'm almost
Um,
finished with my Ant bot labs.
oh wow.
So enemies, I haven't really invested into it aside from fast enemy health. I did that when
Hmm.
Uncle Fuds was punishing everybody, and we had
Hmm.
permanent fast enemy health because everyone was
Yeah.
abusing the attack chip. I put boss health in, and then boss health was kind of like a nice to have until I got Energy Net Mastery.
Hmm.
Everything else, I don't know if there's much worth.
Yeah.
Like probably
I mean,
Rays. Rays is probably one, but Rays are still with orbital augment. Rays aren't a problem. With space displacer
yeah.
for me, Rays are a problem.
And also you can like raise with 750 stones for plasma cannon, and so you can have just like super weak rays when they come to you. Um, with I think, damn it, a or Queenie had a statement about it. But they come with 21% of their health left if you have the right investment.
Yeah, makes
So
sense.
so it's kind of yeah. But with enemy health, I'm also like, even if you take all of them to max, how much damage you really kind of save, which you have to do to the wave. Like, because the maximum is like 6%, right? Or 9? Is it 9?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
You've got no bans.
no, I next turn.
Go down. Go down a little bit. You've got no bans.
What do you mean? I don't have.
Like you got no cannon ban,
Ah!
armor ban,
Oh,
core ban.
oh yeah, yeah. I was so yeah, I was so locked into perk bans. I was like, oh, what is this guy talking about? No, I made one level into core effect bands, and I'm
That
very
must make
proud of that level.
re-rolling really hard.
Yes, it sucks ass. And but also I don't really know when to put those in because I think they take quite a bit of time really quick.
Yeah, they take ages, but I think that's how I was able to get like my multiverse nexus. I rolled that in like the rolls that I have on mine. I rolled it for like 400,000 re-rolls.
Oh wow, but that's pretty on the lucky side, I would say.
Definitely on the
Um,
lucky side, but I
yeah,
definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without my core bands.
yeah. But I mean, how many substats you have?
201 on my main and
No,
161 on my
how many substats can roll?
on core. Fucking heaps.
Yeah, and
200,000 different uniques. It's the worst rolling core.
and
I
you can.
hate rolling core modules.
I hate rolling anything. Like it makes me very unhappy camper. And so you can ban seven.
Yeah,
Um,
like I'll pick up the seventh one when I go to roll a dimension core for farming. There's no way I won't do it without seven.
but
It'll
like for
just cost
simple
so
numbers, like
much.
just assume it's 100, and like you ban out 7% of those.
Hmm.
So you save like 7% of the reward card, if I'm not stupid.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it's because of there's all the different grades of effect too, eh? Like so
okay,
you
yes,
got the oh well maybe not common, maybe it comes some of them come out in common, but you got the 5 different, but it knocks off that whole chain of them. But yeah, I'm never re-rolling a core again because I've rolled other cores since, like had great luck with Multiverse Nexus.
yeah.
Had real bad luck rolling on my Dimension core. Armor, for some reason, seems to be a real hard one for me to roll too. Like, everything else has kind of been pretty good, but I've always struggled with re-rolling armor. So if I ever get to a stage where I need to change the way my armors are set up, I'll probably pick up another band on that too.
Uh, yeah. I mean, if I think about a game like Diablo, or Path of Exile, where I could invest a little bit time and resources that I would have, that I put up my luck of rerolling or crafting an item by, let's roll with the 7%, yeah? If we max it. I would go fucking all in on it. Like that would be crazy for me. Like how much resources to save. Um the only thing which kind of stops me is at some point I have no more interest in this currency because everything is rolled as I like it. And then I save up enough for when they come out, when they, oh, here I have four new modules, but I have like 50 million reward shards saved because I don't need them anymore. Then I also don't really need the bands.
Yeah, I think eventually we'll get to the stage where we'll have a massive surplus like a lot of the bigger guys when it comes to re-rolls. I'm putting away like I'm trying to save up like 30 mil re-roll shards
Hmm.
for rolling a dimension core, so I know when I roll it,
Wow,
I'm gonna get exactly
you
what I
you will
want.
get it. Yeah, and I mean I'm at the moment I'm starving for reward shards. I think I have like 500,000 something like this at the moment. So I'm uh but this is kind of like the
This,
module coin cost discount where you know you will not need it anymore at some point because you make way enough coins.
yeah, and all our battle conditions will be the same. They're kind of untouched
Yeah,
for now. I don't know
yeah,
when's
yeah.
the time to look at these, but I feel like now's not the time.
No, I mean just You remember the time when you kind of broke through the wall of Masteries? You're like,
Yeah.
oh, finally, I can afford them. And I think, mm, yeah, this is a similar time where, like, at the moment, it just doesn't make sense what I get out of it. There are a couple of laps where I feel like the second black hole makes a lot of sense to, like, just take a lot of your lifetime point and just put it into that lab and trust the process because it is so meaningful for your income.
Yeah.
Um, but if you invest for this little gain, 10% of your lifetime income, it doesn't make sense.
100%.
Oh, and now it looks like I actually gonna lap my first enemy lap because that's all I can afford.
Yeah, I
Let's
do
go
that
fast.
too. If I've got something expensive coming up, I just slot
Yeah.
something cheap in and then just roll like that. I
Yeah, I
think
mean, yeah, that's what we're doing.
I
But I
think
think we did the whole
yeah,
tour, right?
I think that's pretty much the whole tour. There's probably other couple things that we could have looked like we could have looked at our perks and stuff like that, but
I mean, we did all the things.
I think people will probably get a good gauge of stuff that we've banned and got selected in that.
Oh, can I see your bands, please? For my personal interest.
I don't
Because I am not done this early as you.
I don't think it'll let me show perks for some reason. I don't know why it does that.
Oh yeah, my God.
Oh, actually, what I'll do, I'll just cancel this.
Oh no, I need that Bob. I'm here, Bob.
So here's my bands.
Right. Um, interest, check.
So for the
That's,
purples,
oh,
I've got lifestyle, 50-50 trade-off are my bands. And then for the whites, I've got interest,
ah,
regen, bounce shot, defense,
mhm. Yeah, I see the difference.
the other
I
defense, and landmine.
I have tower head region 8.8, and instead of the health region.
Yeah, just put like something in there.
Yeah, it pretty much doesn't matter if it's health or what do I like less? I like health less. So I do it the clouded way,
And
and
then go auto picks.
oh, you have to. Okay, I think this
Oh,
is
that one shouldn't be in there. Should put.
because I have all the econ stuff first, but I feel like on tier 17 it works out pretty well for me. Only if I use my laptop a lot and the CPU is working a lot, like two stacks comes into starting to stutter a little, and then I die. But if it's going great, if it's um, uh, fluent, I usually don't have any problems.
I mean, I could probably
Yeah,
take
but
this stuff out too. So what I normally do is I move perks around and I put the damage ones up first.
mhm.
And then after I get like used to that tier, then I start moving off the damage stuff and then I put
The econ stuff.
yeah, then I put like EHP related stuff.
Ah, okay. So you try to postpone the damage as
Trying to
long as you
postpone
can,
it, so when I'm just moving into a tier, I put all the damage ones like right behind the econ ones, and then once I've like converted to that tier, I pull all the damage ones off and then put like other stuff to try to delay how fast it, like how long it takes to pick it up.
Do you remember like what made you breaking through from tier 17 into 18? Was it? I mean,
The coin multiplier's been higher for a while, like quite a while. It's been higher in tier 18 than what it has in tier 17. I just couldn't kill stuff fast enough. Like, it's just the tanks. The tanks are just a pain in the ass.
I mean, if you look at mine, this is tier 18, this is tier 17. So my multiplayer is quite higher, but I don't make it far. I get 3,500 waves in, and this doesn't cut it. Like I think I would at least need like 700 more waves, something like this.
It's probably your. It's probably dealing with the tanks. The tanks, the tanks are the problem in the tier. They're just alive for so long. They come in, they smother your tower. Like at 43 meters, they shouldn't be as much as a problem as they are for like me at 30 meters. But just getting enough effective damage up makes it more viable.
I mean, I feel where I have high hopes for is like my first league into light range, which is like the next tournament. I can afford this. This should be a good boost.
Yeah, that's a nice boost.
And I should be able to like dish out way more damage. And this is something which I think about, like if I'm able to dish out this more damage and I can go up a tier, is it econ as well?
Yeah, for sure. Damage is econ and econ is damage.
Exactly. So I don't have to save up for getting the next GP level. Yeah. And I mean, Ryan will help this statement, but
well, moving up moving up a tier effectively is the same as getting econ. It's all same.
Yeah.
It's all going to give you a boost.
And but I also feel like it double dips because it will also help me in my tournament.
I think so also, like finding stuff that helps you in tournaments that can cross over into your farm as well is a real important way to, I suppose, try to play the game. Like try to find the things that knock off two birds with one stone, and eventually you'll run out of that, and then the only things that'll be left is stuff that can only solve one problem.
Yes, exactly. And I mean, I try to move myself in a position where I feel like damage will help me in both.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, I will find out. Like this will be the next click, and maybe I screw myself over and I killed too fast on tier 17, but still can't farm tier 18, and
yeah, I think the key in tier 18 is just killing the tanks fast enough to make it more viable. Like it literally wasn't until I could kill them fast enough that made it worthwhile. Because like they're such a chunk of your econ, all those tanks, and when they're sitting there all smothered around your tower and you're not killing them, it's just econ sitting on the floor.
Yeah, and they swamp up all the damage you don't dish out to the other stuff. Your killing just slows down so much.
Like there's like quite a few strats like where people would be like, you know, go to 43 meters, add your bounce shots back in, eventually devo it off. I didn't have success with any of it. I just run the same setup that I have in tier 17. Like if I run 43 meters, my econ just tanks. If I run multi-shot, I strip too much armor too fast, and my econ tanks. So I've just like pretty much taken the exact same build and moved it over to tier 18. Like once I just had enough damage. Like if I farm tier 16, I'll probably be farming like maybe 6,500 waves. And tier 18's knocking on the door of 5,000.
Oh wow, this is.
But
I thought the difference between 2 tiers would be higher.
Oh, the difference.
But I'm not sure.
The difference between what, sorry?
2 tiers would be higher than 1,500 waves. Like if you do on tier 16, you do 6,000 waves. I would assume you do on tier 17 3,000 waves, like maybe half or so.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But
like the big thing that I've been working on in tier 18 is just to get runs consistent and minimizing everything that I can for trying to control the variables. I think it's a really important way to play, because then it means that anything that you test, you're able to gauge what that improvement is.
Yeah.
So like my farms have gotten real consistent now. We'll delete this last one off because I cancelled that early. But you can see it's like all around 100 Q. Down the bottom, 98s, 99s, 95s are like just bad RNG. But if we go back a little bit further, we start getting higher swings. Like over here, we're in a window, 94s, 96, 95s. So that's all really consistent. And then somewhere in there, I've changed something, which has helped me to survive longer or get more econ. And then from there, try to minimize the RNG and get a bit more consistency and just balance it out. And that's kind of what I try to do as much as possible. And then it means that if I add new things in, then I'm able to see, like, over the course of, let's say, like 5 runs or something, I'm able to see what the impact of that is.
I think that's Ben Perks is an ungrateful lap, but it gives you just consistency you're looking for.
Yeah,
like you don't have those swings anymore.
Hard out. Like I had like super inconsistent runs with Protector's Ultimate, and then it wasn't until I lowered my sync to try to catch the Protectors as much as possible that would just minimize the swing in that RNG. And it's little stuff like that. Like, what is the problem that's causing me difference in RNG, and then use that and try to solve that problem and then move on to the next problem.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of that you think like a game where you shoot at squares and triangles can have this much deepness in it. Is, I mean, you can say about parts whatever you want, but like that he can make every year a new challenge, where I think that's cool. Like, and this speaks also for his game design skills in a way.
Hard out. Yeah, bro, I know what you mean.
And I also feel like bringing something new in as disco runs is super complicated, because you have all those layers which need to be in a way kind of balanced. I mean, imagine we would have kept the 5x, we would be swimming in points all by now. And how much fun do you think is the game if you have no more coins to spend?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, Discos has definitely put a spin on it because it doesn't just come down to, okay, survive for this long, and that means you automatically move up to the next tier because you're going to be able to farm for this long. Now you've got to balance out all your dissonance and everything.
Yeah, and I mean, dissonance runs, I think, are from the time I spent in the tower, are the most meaningful change I ever seen. Like it completely changed everything.
Yeah, it makes a lot of windows in the game a lot faster for people.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as they came out, all of a sudden there was a whole bunch of people that could afford Masteries that couldn't have before.
Exactly. Yes. And
same like me, I'd never have been able to, like, if I look at my dissonance bonus, I've got basically a 3 times bonus, so my coins would be divided by 3. Or, you know, I'd only, instead of being earning 100 Q an hour, I'd be earning 30. Which would make a lot of the labs that I'm currently earning a lot harder to be doing.
Yeah.
Even like enhancements and everything else.
Yeah, we would be way behind, and in quotes behind. Yeah, but we would be at a different stage, which would be fine too. Like it's up to him to balance it. That it's still like. Challenging and like okay because at some point it doesn't matter, you just have to tweak one number, you make just the enhancement,
add an extra 0 onto something, eh? He's like, oh, we're gonna do this update, you know what, I'm gonna add an extra 2 zeros onto that, or I'm gonna change the letter from a lowercase to an uppercase, take that, and then it gives us all something to grind for.
And so as long as you can find off this balance, everything is fine. But I mean, that's not my job. That's his job. That's why I play the game.
Hard out. But look, bro, outstanding. That was actually that was super interesting. It was longer than
45 minutes, right?
Yeah, but that was really interesting, and yeah, I'm sure a lot of people will be interested in this stuff too, because you know they'll know a lot of your content through your shorts and other videos that you'll put out, and there's probably not many people that have seen like a long form content come from yourself outside of your streams and that, and a good deep dive into your tower. So obviously anybody seeing it on my channel obviously have seen my tower, but yeah, people haven't seen yours, and this has been a really interesting side-by-side. So before we knock off for the night, because I'll get ready to do our tournament stream, got anything to say to anybody?
EHP players, it is what it is. There will be better times to come. If you have to enjoy the journey with the game. Like, there's never a goal. The carrot will always move.
Yeah.
And no, it was really, I enjoyed that a lot. It was great talking to you. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for reminding me too. Like, I know we talked about it, but there's probably about a half dozen people that I need to line up to do collabs in that. Just the time zone thing is like really crazy. Yeah. You're actually like the closest to the time zone of anybody that I've spoken to, so it made this a lot easier for us to line up.
But as a consumer of tower content, I enjoy those collabs like a lot. I think it brings so much more life into the video than those. I don't want to talk about those usually. I made this in this games. I made this. Like if you have someone to compare to like share thoughts with, I think that's the best content, and it underlines the community.
Which is arguably one of the best parts of this game. Like probably a bunch of us wouldn't be playing as long as we have been
When
or
I
currently will without the community.
tried League of Legends, they told me really weird stuff about my mom. But like, I'm not sure if she got that, if she did that. Um, so yeah, it's a way different game, but yeah, and I happy to be a part of it.
Oh yeah, 100%, me too. So gents, what we're gonna do, I'll put this up. I'll talk to Mr. Flipstar after this. There is a way that we can collab it so both channels can show it and stuff like that. But no doubt he'll work his magic and he'll probably chop up a few little sections, especially and I definitely want to see you make that meme with us getting accepted into the Illuminati. You gotta do it, bro.
Yeah,
Eyes wide shut. You gotta do it.
I will. I will do just for you, my man.
That'll be absolutely hilarious. And for everybody else, if you like what you see, you know the drill, fam. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button when the next so you can see when the next video is coming out. And as always, keep it cloudy, fam.